everybody, and welcome to another video. So let's do a little bit of a progress on the Emperor's Children army. What am I working on it, how far the army's come along, and yeah, just what I've got finished for it. So the Emperor's Children army is slowly growing. You can see them just up on my shelf up there on my cabinet, and yeah, it is getting there. There are been quite a bit of expanse to it. I reckon I've probably now got over 1,500 points, well over 1,500 points, probably close to around about 1,750 maybe. And there has been a couple of new additions. The painting side has slowed a little bit, but I'm going to show you the reason why that is the case in a minute. So what we'll do is we'll flip the camera as always, and we'll get it over on the side, and I'll show you what I've been currently working on and the reason why progress is slowed a little bit, and a little teaser at the next tutorial that's coming to the channel. Okay, so first up, yes, Fulgrim. I completely got Fulgrim finished, and I am super happy with how he turned out. There is actually a full painting guide, or all three parts for Fulgrim, up on the channel if you have yet to watch it, so feel free to go and check that out. It is in the Emperor's Children playlist if you want to check it out, and it would be amazing if you could. Absolutely loved it. He is an absolute amazing model to paint. The Primarch models are always really impressive. Had a lot of fun painting Angron in the past, and Magnus the Red. The only Demon Primarch I have not painted is Mortorian, so maybe one day I will get in there and do that. But yeah, there has been more painting for the army as well, so let's have a little look at that. So yeah, I've also been working on my first unit of Noise Marines. This is the leader. I've got to do his shoulder pads and his power pack, but just following the same theme for the rest of the army, really sort of working on that pink. Those sort of nice highlights. But yeah, I've got about five of the guys. So there's him, there's the first of the Blastmasters. Again, just slowly working through them. Now, I do paint the arms separately from the main bodies, so I can actually get into all of the nooks and crannies. But yeah, I think they're looking really good. I really quite like some of the heads on these miniatures. Having a real blast with them, no pun intended. But yeah, just working away on the weapons now. I've still got a little bit of the skin and the leather work to do on them, and a couple of highlights on the arms. But yeah, getting all of those done. Yeah, so there's him, and then there's these two here. So then one of the other guys is basically the main body's being primed, getting ready to get the airbrushing on the pink done, and then we will get them smashed out. But yeah, these shouldn't take too long, and then I'll have a unit of Noise Marines finished, which is super cool. But that's not all. There are more things that I have been working on. So apart from a second unit of Infractors, which I am currently building, and that'll go along with the other 10 that I've got to paint, I've started getting some rhinos. So I went for the Horus Heresy rhinos. So this is the first one, and I have been kind of sort of working out how I'm going to go about painting the rhinos. And in my sort of bits box, my spare parts, I found an old Heresy one that I had. I've actually lost the exhaust vents for this model, so I will be getting another rhino at some stage to replace this one. But right now I've just been sort of using it to kind of plan out how I'm going to segregate the black and the pink on the model. Now this is one idea. Now what I'm thinking of doing is maybe doing it majority pink, and then these parts here, this part here, and this part black, with these two parts here being black, but then the rest of the tank being pink. So I may do that, and I may do these doors black as well, and then obviously these doors being pink on it. So I may sort of break it up a little bit more right now, but this is the sort of the bigger challenge. And obviously I do want to add a Land Raider to the army at some stage, so if I can tie down how I want the colours to look on these, now, then when it comes to actually adding the Land Raider or the Land Raiders, because I'll probably end up getting two, then I can transfer that onto the Land Raiders a lot quicker, and it'll be a lot easier. But so far, this little test model is working brilliantly. I'm not going to be using the Heresy Land Raiders. I think they're a little bit too small for 40k, so I'll probably use the classic current Land Raider that is out for the 40k range, and you can guarantee that when I actually buy that Land Raider, Games Workshop will instantly announce that there is a brand new one coming, and it'll look even better, and then I'll feel really annoyed that I'll have to go out and buy that one instead of the current one. But we'll see. But this is currently right now what my plan is. So the reason why there's been a little bit of a stall on the army, and I will show you that now. So yeah, the reason why the Emperor's Children has stalled a little bit is because I've been working on this big bad boy. He has been a lot of fun to paint. He's almost finished. I've got a little bit of detail work to do on the loincloth here, and a little bit of detail work in and around it, and then the sort of ropes and bits of leather, and then sort of finish highlighting this part off, and then doing this part, as well as some of the detail work on the arm. But yeah, all in all, I am super happy with how he's turned out. I've actually had a lot of fun painting him. This is probably my first real Mega Gargant that I've done, King Brood. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this model. And this is one of the main reasons why progress on the Emperor's Children has slowed down somewhat, because I've been furiously getting this guy finished as quickly as I can, and then he'll be off to his new home. But that's not all. I've also been working on something else. So the next painting tutorial for the channel is this guy, a Death Guard champion, and I have been plugging away at this guy, getting the recordings done for him. He's almost done. As you can see, there's a little bit of more weathering that I need to do on him, and then I can then start getting into sort of the detail work. But yeah, he's super good. I've had a lot of fun with this model. I've really enjoyed actually painting the Death Guard. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy the tutorial. I'm hopefully going to try to get this guy finished potentially before I go away on holiday next week, but he may end up being get done for when I get back from holiday, because I'm off to Norway and I'm really excited to go and see the fjords, so it's going to be super cool. So yeah, hopefully I'll try to get this guy out. If not, then it'll definitely be done for when I get back. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that I do want to get done when I get back from holiday, and I'm going to talk about that now. So yeah, that's everything that I have been working on with the Emperor's Children, and doing other little things as well. So what else is coming? So obviously there will be a more Barons War. The Barons War content started and then stopped. The reason why is because there is I was waiting for the rulebook, and I was hoping to get sent one, but even a digital copy, and that never happened. So I believe my rulebook will be coming very soon. Probably by the time I get back from holiday, it should be here. Andy Hobday did make a post up regarding the hardbacks have arrived, and they will be getting out to shipped very shortly. So as soon as that arrives, I'll be having a good read of it, and then we'll be jumping into that with a little bit more Barons War. There will be an unboxing video and a review of the new plastic cavalry knights, mounted knights, before I go away next week. So keep an eye out for that over the next couple of days, and that'll be popping up. So there is going to be another Barons War video, and then once I get back from holiday, we're going to start going into some painting videos. So if you are wanting to see certain painting tutorials for Barons War and Medieval Knights and stuff, let me know in the comments below, and I can actually get that sorted. One of the other things as well is I will probably be doing a painting tutorial on a flawless blade. I do have 6 of them in my cabinet to paint, and I would like to do a painting tutorial on a flawless blade, because they are very, very different from the rest of the range. There's a little bit more skin involved on them, so I would like to do a little bit more on that, because they are more of the elite element. And once I can get my mitts on Lucius the Eternal, I will do a painting tutorial on him. Unfortunately, right now, getting hold of Lucius the Eternal is incredibly difficult. No one seems to have him in stock. So as soon as I do get my hands on him, a painting video will be coming. I'm really, really happy to say that there will be a painting tutorial for Lieutenant Titus. I have now finally acquired a box of for Lieutenant Titus, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun painting him and doing an Ultramarine as well. So really, really excited for that. And then we will be jumping in and doing more. Of course, there's going to be Space Wolves. Lots of Space Wolves. The Space Wolf box has been acquired, and once I get back from holiday, we will be delving into that. I will be doing my own unboxing. I will be doing a couple of building videos and everything else regarding that box, and we will be going really hard into the painting side, painting that classic baby blue, painting pack markings, talking about the different chapters, and the sort of the great companies and how best to sort of represent them with the decal sheet that you get, as well as a little bit of freehand, painting wolf faces, the complexion, the different complexions as well as facial tattoos and stuff. I've got a lot of planned for the wolves. Like I said, the Space Wolves are my favourite chapter of all time, so actually getting this full refresh is really getting me excited about the actual content I can do. And we're also going to be showing you how to paint Fenrisian wolves as well. And then when the big release comes out, full tutorial for characters such as Logan Grimnar and Najal and Argrax will probably be done as well. But I will have a special video coming not long after I get back from holiday, and I'm going to be doing my own Primaris version of Ulrich the Slayer. So it's going to be another sort of two-parter, conversion and then painting video for that model. Super excited about that. I've been planning this a lot over these past couple of weeks, trying to work out best way of doing it. And yeah, I think you're going to be really, really pleased with it when you actually see it. It's going to be super cool. But anyway, that is everything that I've got coming. So like I said, I will be going away at the end of next week on holiday, so the channel will be a little bit quiet in regards to videos for a week. I can guarantee that is when Games Workshop will start dropping the Heresy 3rd edition articles, but if they do, then I will do a big deep dive of those articles, all in as a one-er, depending on how many they pop out. Maybe they won't, maybe I'll be lucky and actually get them once I get back, but we'll jump into it anyway and have a good look at it. The Emperor's Children will still keep plugging on. I've had lots of games with them, really enjoying them, and when the data slate will hopefully drop, hopefully before I go away on holiday, we'll have a little bit of a deep dive into it, and we'll talk a little bit about what that means potentially for the Emperor's Children. I have heard on the grapevine that the Emperor's Children are going to get nerfed. How they are going to do that is anyone's guess. I have a rough idea that it's probably going to be because of the detachment that is mainly being used right now, not so much on the units themselves, but we'll jump into it anyway once we get the full picture from Games Workshop once they release it. I'm fully expecting it to be probably out Wednesday, Thursday. If it's not out by then you know it's not going to happen. I'm not going to be here from Friday onwards. All right, but that's the video. If you are liking what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, and share, and all that stuff. The channel is growing massively. It's amazing to see. I'm still blown away every time I look at the app and see that number go up. And yeah, you can support me over on Patreon or the members area. It's like 99p, and it just basically buys me a coffee because I'm a brew monster. And yeah, that's it. So I will catch you in the next video, and until then, later.